Good evening and welcome viewers to MATCHFIT Entertainment's live coverage of Asrnz's 10th anniversary, mind you, 2025 Lightweight Cup. It is Rnd-8. We are at Indianapolis. We've got to, I suppose, thank you to Race Command. And yeah, of course, us here at MATCHFIT Entertainment for backing these guys. As always, I'm Davo, J-Man, right by my side. How are you doing, my friend?
Evening, Davo. Good evening, viewers. Welcome back to Thursday night racing and the last one, effectively, for the calendar year.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, final round.
This is it. This is the final. So looking for a big one here tonight. Obviously numbers down a little bit, but look, what matters is, you know, we're here, they're there.
We're here, and the right people, the people that count are on the server at the moment. So, yeah, always supporting Asrnz and J-Man, and most definitely as they celebrate their 10th year, final, pretty much race, official race for the year. So obviously towards the end of the year the numbers tend to wane a little bit, but look, you and I, brother, we're always here, aren't we? Just glued to the seat.
This is the man's car they're driving right now too, so this one might have just
might have scared a few, you reckon?
The boys from the men a little bit, so
might have scared a few off. I think so. I know. Look, and I know for a fact, both you and I would be up for this if we weren't in the comms box, and that's for sure. We do love a Porsche, and
right.
Yeah, look, we don't mind rubbing some guards and knocking some mirrors too in these things. Always up for a bit of a challenge, as we see the boys, as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, rolling out live onto the track for qualifying. Race 1, J-Man, break it down. What have we got on tonight? What's going on?
Indy, okay.
Indy?
Yeah,
there you go.
We've currently got qualifying, but yeah, no, look, 13 turns of the Indianapolis road course. This is a fantastic circuit. We already have seen official practice that Mav is certainly on the gas as per usual, but big battles going on. Nev Shields, Phil Rando, Steve Mowling, Ken Simpson, Steve Wilton, and Uncle Joe Grimmer are the cars out there. This one will be this one will be entertaining for those guys out there tonight. Format wise, obviously standard format here. We are in qualifying 6 minute. This is a one hot lap shootout. Effectively, we'll go into a 20-minute sprint race. CPS required in there for tyres. 3 sets available for the weekend. We'll go FP3 for a 5-minute break after that 20-minute sprint race. Q2, another 6 minutes, effectively 1 lap dash, and then the 40 feature main. So that will be epic, and I suspect that I wouldn't want to be a left rear tyre here tonight, because I reckon it's about to take a pounding.
Oh, look, most definitely. It's just the track config really does lean on that left rear. Short qualifying.
Too, mate. Bit of banking, a little bit of technical stuff on the infield, some change of direction. Track limits probably in a couple of places here, if I remember correctly, can get a little bit little tight, but nonetheless there is a lot of concrete walls to guide you around.
Yeah. Awesome. I mean, look, we do see this on the NASCAR. Look, I watch the internet. I've seen these guys do that shit. Not sure whether I'd be doing it in my Porsche. Yeah.
No,
Who
well,
knows?
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Look, if you can afford one, you probably wouldn't care.
True that, J-Man. So the boys out on the track at the moment. First time by Rando. We've got Grimmer hitting a lap about 10 seconds. I think it was behind Rando. Neville Shields sneaking in there. Steve Melling on screen at the moment in the golf-inspired liveried car I think just coming, he might actually be coming down towards this little final complex.
Chicane.
Yeah, final complex of corners here before he runs back out onto the start-finish straight. So we will see a time, a definite
8,
time
9, 10.
for Melling. I think it might have just. Did he just roll across the line? Yes, he has.
Shields just banked a 39.5.
So Shieldsy on the tail of Rando. Simpson across the line. Melling now across the line, and Wilton. I'll be. This is our interim driver or intermittent driver.
No, that's Dave from Bunnings.
That's Dave from Bunnings. Dave Wilton.
Yeah, Dave from Bunnings. Yeah. He's just he's got the night for packing shelves at his local.
And he's smashing it out.
And he's into it.
Just jumps onto it immediately. Awesome stuff. Thanks for tuning in, Nick, as well. Nick Picasso for I think is
Antoon on there on an 8-1. Yeah, Matt. All the prettiness that goes towards the graphics for MATCHFIT Entertainment. That man is very responsible for that and does a fantastic job. So we appreciate him immensely, and he's a busy man at that too. So thank you, Nick Firth. But there you go. That is Q1 done. Antoon to the top on a 38-1 over Phil Rando, performing really, really well in the latter part of this
definitely
Cup as Phil.
Yep.
Shieldsy, Wilton, Melling, Simpson, and Grimmer round up the 7-car field. So tight field.
Let's look at the points, J-Man, before they get started on this first little race we're about to kick off. Well, no surprise. Phil, up at the pointy end there. I think, but Shieldsy has been giving him a run for his money, I tell you, over the series so far.
Yeah, Shieldsy leading the better part of the series this season. Yep. He is sort of hanging on there. Certainly had a night to probably forget, although he drove really well to keep his head high at the back end last week. Zandvoort, and came back and got a reasonable finish in the feature just to stick it out.
But, reasonable recovery, J-Man. I would agree. Yes.
Yep. And Melling in there, P3, and I reckon that he's probably pretty comfortable there because Lee Perkins away tonight, and Kenny Simpson just a little too shy of the marker. So I could go as far as saying I think P3, we could probably already crown Steve Melling with that one. However, this 842 plays 829, the battle for Phil Antoon, Nev Shields. We've seen Phil has got a ton of pace on board, but, such as the internet and sim racing, I hate to say it, disconnections.
Anything could happen, J-Man.
Yeah, the wife wanting you to do something at the wrong time. Who knows? It's not done till it's done.
It's not done until it's done. You are absolutely right, J-Man. And look, that done is going to... Look, it is coming very soon here. Look, where are we at? About 20 seconds to go before these boys roll away for their formation. Yes.
And I reckon Phil might be a different Phil Antoon here tonight, because I was half expecting the chat box to blow up then. We know he can type at a full lap speed pace during the race, but no reply. We're going to score a doughy here.
Well, look, maybe he's put the wife in the seat. I'm not sure, J-Man, but... It's sketchy.
Oh, and he's pegged the wall as well.
He's done himself a mischief in the process. A couple of the boys having a bit of a crack at it. Awesome.
You know what? I'm going to give that a 1.83.
Yeah.
It's by no means the standard that we've seen at times throughout the season. Like I might creep up to it too, just for the fact that he tried.
Yeah, definitely. As always, the usual shenanigans from Antoon. Yeah, not taking things too seriously, clearly. On the formation lap with a non-contact scenario. more than happy just to show off his circle work prowess for us each week, and we have been rating it. But like J-Man just said, I mean, that was poor. I really do.
It's still going on. Yeah. There's a fair bit still going out there on this formation lap.
So the boys warming the tyres in inverted commas. I'll just do this, you know, with my fingers here. Warming the tyres for this race one. J-Man, you called it with the positions across the field earlier.
Yeah. G'day, MacTech, Jacob, and Maddie all tuning in. Oh, look. To be honest, Mac, the start procedure by that yellow car, the guy in the yellow car, some call him Maverick, some call him Bill, but he tends to put on a little show at the start of every race. We're not sure how he does it, why he does it, but he just does it.
He's been trying to get a match-fit shirt out of us for the last 2 seasons, and no, he just hasn't cut it yet, J-Man. Just quiet. But he continues to try. Thank you, Phil. We love the effort. Matty, g'day, mate, and Nick joining in again. Who have we got there? We've got... Who the bloody hell is that? Damien Jones. Sharkus. Legend. Awesome stuff. He would be on track if he could be, and we know that, J-Man, for a fact. Another one of the intermittent drivers, like who was it, Davo from Bunnings there in the
Dave
blue
from Bunnings,
car.
Dave from Bunnings, starting from the second position, according to my figures.
Well, true that. As we go green, J-Man, race 1, round 8. In the Asrnz 2025 Lightweight Cup, ladies and gentlemen, final round, official round for the season, for the year.
Oh, look at the move from Rando here. Put some move on Phil Antoon.
Phil Antoon out in the marbles there a little bit and runs wide. Lets not only Shields but Wilton and I think Melling past as well. Actually drop back a little bit behind Simpson. Well, so there you go.
This is exactly the start that Nev Shields needed. He needs to be ahead of Phil Antoon. Antoon currently
does.
Rando.
Yeah, and Rando won't just let him sail on past J-Man. Like you said, Rando very much improving throughout the back end of the series here, and particularly in the Porsches. We saw him quick last week as well, so very
Melling
nice
had a
stuff.
big look on Wilton there, had to get out of it late at the apex.
I thought I saw that in the background.
And also Phil Antoon picked up a spot on Ken Simpson at the same corner and starting to line up. Melling looks for an inside line as they head out onto the embankment section through the final sector.
Good pass. Sneaks past Melling there, regaining a position or two. This is that turn 1 runoff. Shields very much focused on the back of Rando's car at the moment, J-Man. Short, quick sort of fire race, this first one here. Only 20 minutes. This will move pretty quickly for these boys, so they wouldn't want to muck around too much, particularly Rando and Shields. Antoon starting to line up. Wilton already. Wilton will not be versed in this, so to speak. Steps aside ever so slightly. Antoon in there.
Melling's going to line up here too.
I think he is.
Grabs it. I don't know whether Wilton's got an issue here because
he might have, because
I
think Simpson might be just sneaking onto the back of that train as well. So Kenny Simpson.
God, I hope Bunnings haven't called him in for extra cover.
Oh, yeah, well, they might have had a big order. You know, you've got to pack them shelves, brother.
So, Shieldsy, Rando, good little battle going on there. Antoon, 4.2 decimals off the back of that, but look for him to start laying down some serious laps. We are 3 minutes already into this 20-minute sprint race.
Yep. And yeah, like I mentioned, I didn't think Rando was just gonna step aside for Shields, and Shields actually pretty much looks like he's struggling to keep up with Rando. Rando has got the eyes on. He's off. He knows Antoon's on his way, so he's just like, I'm not mucking around. Shieldsy, if you're coming with, just do it. You know, like let's just get this on. So Shieldsy there went with a little run wide, J-Man.
Yeah, just, and it's cost him just, you know, like just as quick as that happened. There's a big gap, but Firthy, that wouldn't be from one said commentator sitting beside me that maybe talked your ear off. Maybe it wasn't a push.
They asked me to commentate. I refused to. So. And it was a great weekend, mind you. It's awesome stuff.
38.3 fastest lap of the race, and that is held by Rando. Antoon 39.7. So Rando's got some good race pace going on here at the moment.
Yeah, like I said, I thought I didn't think Shields was really going to be able to challenge him, but Shields definitely needed to go with him, J-Man. So, and Shieldsy with that little run wide. I think it was only just the beginning of the last lap, the lap before this one, has really put a gap between him and Rando. And looks like he's struggling a little bit just to regain that focus and that rhythm that he's going to need, because Antoon will come in hot, and he is, you can already see him back a shot there in the yellow car. He will be on attack mode. You can just see the debris there actually from the Shields off earlier. They're taking out one of the foam bollards, signage, parts of signage there. So, yeah, look, Shields really does need to focus here, J-Man, and just think about his the points in the championship at the moment.
Exactly. I didn't hear about one said burnout after the Queensland meeting, but anyway, I'm sure we'll hear about that at some point. But yeah, look, Antoon now 38.7. Last lap around.
What? I didn't hear about the burnout either. Awesome stuff. J-Man, Steve Melling holding down fourth position, sitting in a little bit of clean air after Antoon sneaking past. Wilton, I think, pretty much let Stephen pass. Good baits here, these two guys, and Wilton obviously.
Antoon's got Shields. Shields off.
Oh, what
Shields
happened?
off. Can we get a replay on
we
Ev
definitely
Shields?
can, because we're in ACC, J-Man, so we can get a very concise replay here as we go back and have a look here. So Shields just looks solid, although chasing the car a little bit. Oh, and just a slight bit of grass on the exit there. On the right-hander. Puts the car off track. Oh, and then the recovery isn't ideal either, J-Man, just quietly. So I think that's what's really killed him there. And putting him back into 6th out of 7 positions here. Now, with pretty much most of the field past, Antoon, Melling, Wilton, and Simpson.
So 4 seconds is the margin. Now, Rando Antoon with around about 13 odd minutes.
Yeah,
13
odd minutes, should I say?
Yep. So we'll see what that looks like. And Rando just banked a 39.32, Antoon's 38.3. So there's a second there. There's a second in that lap.
Yes. Absolutely, J-Man. I got, to be honest, I got a bit distracted with the chat box. Jacob just tuning in there as well.
Shields now catching the back of Simpson. What can he do about that? He needs every position he can get. Obviously, half points on this one, 50 points for a win. We go down from there, and he just, once again, just
runs deep.
Unfortunately, runs deep. So he's pushing really hard. Probably just needs to settle it all down. He has got better pace.
Well, it's like it's like the slowest, faster theory, isn't it, J-Man? Sometimes it's just like you've just got to calm down and just hit your marks, and the times will come. You know, like you start pushing it in the braking areas and on the exits, like we saw on the last lap there with the car off the track. It will not do you any good at all as Shields sneaks past Simpson right there.
Yep.
So quick stuff. Simo.
So 3 seconds is the margin out front now. So it's dropped another second. So we'll see what the lap times are for the leader. Comes across for a 39.0. Going to get a read on Antoon. Comes across for a 38.5. So another half a second faster. 3.3.
You can see in the back of shot as well, J-Man, Melling and Wilton in tow. And look a little bit further back there, you can see Shields not that far behind with Kenny Simpson. Short field of cars here tonight, but yeah, look, still staying fairly in touch. And particularly at the top end of the field here where, yeah, just only the slightest slip up, like we saw from Shields, can cost you quite a few positions. Even in a short field, it's still positions on track, Jay, man. It doesn't really matter, does it? So,
Exactly.
Guaranteed tonight, all these boys are going to finish in the top 10, which we must applaud. So nice work from you boys. Turning up, you know, well done. MATCHFIT always applauds that. Great Santa cars. I think.
What are these things making? They're making 266k an hour at the fastest part of the circuit. I suspect that's probably coming out of the final turn all the way down to turn 1. And haven't seen any pit stops yet, Davo.
No pit stops with just a little over 10 minutes to run. Interesting to note, and we will be keeping an eye on that. Talk about large vocabulary, Jacob. Just interact with Wally Baker there at the moment. I know he's probably about 25 cans in by now, so that will be an interesting conversation. G'day, Warren, you freaking legend, brother.
Oh dear. Focus.
Just focus. J-Man is distracted by the chat box as well. Clearly.
I am.
Funny stuff. And we love you, legends. Don't get us wrong here. There is a little race going on here, on screen here, boys. But look, and we will always shout out to our viewers and all the MATCHFIT supporters. I know some of you boys don't even race ACC, but you tune into all of our stuff and yeah, keep us entertained in the chat box in doing so. So yeah, look, a big shout out to you boys as we wind up 2025, J-Man, and look, we know you're all going to be back for 2026. We're going to be back. I'm sure you'll be back with little race going on, J-Man. What's going on?
1.5 seconds the margin now. Rando and 39.1 plays a 38.4 last lap round, and it was a 39.1 with a cut for Rando. So he's starting to push hard, a little bit kind of similar to Nev, where he's just probably overdriving a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's battle on, and I reckon we're going to see a pit stop at the end of this lap. I'm going to say for Rando, I reckon he's going to look to try and undercut full Antoon.
Well, clearly, we're like eight minutes left in the race. The boys are going to do it late. I know it's only a 20-minute race, and we're only just over halfway. But it's all about time management. And this is, again, you know, like if we get into the Asrnz ethos about testing drivers on a weekly basis, and they give them limited tyre sets. They keep the qualifying short. They really keep these guys on their toes about how they manage their tyres over the weekend. Even in like a quick fire, you know, fun series like the Lightweight Cup, what we're doing here at the moment. These guys will be conscious of that. And when they pit stop is sort of critical, isn't it, J-Man? You know, like, and what reserves they'll have left.
Yeah, it is. And you know, I said what I said too about the pit stops too, because Antoon's quite often listening, and he'd probably likely jump in there and do the undercut himself just to prove me wrong. But we'll soon see. Where are they? Where's pit entry?
We will soon see. So we saw earlier Wilton and Nev Shields past Wilton
further back,
and Simpson in the last few laps, starting. Well, I wouldn't call it chasing down Melling, but we can see him in shot every now and then together. Let's see if we can get this shot here. There you go. So Steve Melling in the foreground, in third position, mind you, J-Man. And Nev Shields in the background in fourth, and Nev very much so on the chase here, looking to recover a little bit from a earlier race mishap. Stephen will be focused, J-Man, we know that. We know Stephen, both of us personally, so we know he's just going to be really focused on what he is doing. I think one of his quotes actually earlier this afternoon was that the Porsche is trying to kill him here. It's pretty much every corner. One of the most challenging tracks he's driven the V-dub on. So Stephen will just be sweating freaking bullets at the moment, I suspect.
Oh, a little bit of a run wide in the final chicane there. Oh, sorry, the middle chicane
5.5 minutes, J-Man.
For Rando, and it's just allowed Antoon to get really close. And this is part of the racetrack where we saw him go up the inside of Steve Melling. He doesn't get it done on Rando there, but Rando pushes deep again. Makes the apex though. It is a late apex there.
Yeah, and it
change of direction.
And
comes in.
Yes. So Rando
in that corner to run that like that.
So nice work. Will
got the car arrested down to 50k nicely. I think there's a fair bit on the table on the pit entry actually. It looks quite technical, but
it is a little bit tricky. So Antoon only just caught to Rando there, J-Man. So good, you know, it's almost like a reverse. You know, when you just catch up to someone and you get into the pit so they don't hold you up. I think Rando with Antoon just catching him right at that right point, it was probably a good time to go in, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he needs that 32-second stop. And we see Simpson in the lane. Grimmer's in the lane with quite a bit of damage. He's been in there for a minute now. So we'll see what Rando's got here as he approaches the 25-second mark. He'll be hoping that he nails this.
Absolutely.
Gets the thing hooked up off the line.
So, like you mentioned,
34,
Simpson in
35,
the pits. Too long, J-Man. Way too long.
That is not going to cut it.
Way too long.
Yeah. And I mean, if Mav comes in and does even a 34-second stop, I reckon he's got the overlap because he will be pushing hard on the full lap.
He was right on Melling's tail at the time, so you know, like once
Rando's.
That's a pass. Yeah, so Melling, like we mentioned just before that pit stop, very focused. Does he come in? No. Yes. Maybe under 3.5 minutes to run in this race. Antoon, like J-Man, just into the pit lane.
Probably a little bit more aggressive on the entry as well. Probably just took a little bit more risk. Got it down to 50k, no problem. So I can't see any potential penalties coming there. But Kenny Simpson did a 36-second stop. So pit crews might have already packed up for Christmas, half of them, because those stops aren't super lightning at all. So we'll see if Mav's crew's on point here tonight. But Rando's has probably done him a mischief there.
Well, possibly as we just see Grimmer rolling out of the pits with what seemed like a 5-minute pit stop there, but all the same, getting that car back out on track, and that's what counts. Nice work, Joe Grimmer, for getting that done. Antoon off the jacks, J-Man.
32-second stop.
That's the number. That is the number, isn't it?
And Rando, still a fair way away, mate. He's unfortunately just
long pit lane.
It is a long pit lane,
but it's Rando a long way away. 3 seconds. I would suspect J-Man away from Antoon when he drops the pit lane limiter off on that car.
Here comes Rando, but Antoon's on the gas, and he's got the inside line to 1.
And here we go. That's what 3 seconds... A 3-second mistake in a pit stop looks like right there as we look over the rear wing of Phil Antoon and back at Rando's car. So, yeah, tough gig, J-Man. Melling in the pit lane. Looked like a fairly casual entry to you as well?
Yeah, no, it was pretty safe. It was definitely pretty safe. Shields in the lane. And his went down to about 44k an hour. So, see, most of them sort of really getting on the limit a little bit early there.
Yeah, just being a bit conservative. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so it'll be interesting to see, because Nev was on the chase here. And look, no disrespect to Steve, but I thought Nev's pace was probably a little bit better than Steve's. It'd be interesting to see whether he makes it up here in the pit stop and makes a little bit of a gain here.
Yeah, on the clock there's around about 10 seconds to the jacks between the two. And look, there's probably a half a second difference in the distance between the pit stalls. Maybe, you know, if I was generous, I'd say a second. So I think the reality is there's still probably about 9 seconds of we see Steve Melling away with a 34-second stop, and Shieldsy away with a 33. So gained a second there.
Yep.
But it's going to be a little too late as we see.
Yep.
Phil Antoon commence.
Oh, clearly. Yeah, clearly.
Hey, whoa. Rando in front. What have we missed there?
Oh, what happened there?
Can we grab a replay on Phil Rando?
Oh, I can go back 30 seconds. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got 30 seconds back with Rando behind. Here we go. Let's just get a little bit of a look. So we'll just focus on Phil's car, J-Man. Looks clearly like he's pushing hard. You'll be starting to pick up the delay on the replay as we speak.
It's a lifetime ago.
So here we go. Particularly long replay here, ladies and gentlemen, but bear with us. This will give you an insight into why the Rando...
And Rando was quite close. He was a lot closer already.
Phil has stepped aside from Rando. What's going on there? And it still looks like the car's slowing in the replay.
Antoon's got problems because he is limping around. Melling is now in second.
There's something going on there.
Something's going on.
Oh, so Melling's passed now too, J-Man. Wilton with a drive-through too, if you hadn't noticed that, just popping up on the freaking... I'm
just going to pick up on the last lap with Mav. What's going on, Mav? Are you fuel sensitive?
No fuel, mate.
No fuel.
Oh,
I did a whip.
Oh, look out. Here comes Nev.
Mate, we'll leave you to it. We'll talk soon.
Oh, there you go. So Shields gets him. There's a little bit left in this bloody championship.
Oh, okay. So we got Rando across the line, J-Man, Melling in second, Nev Shields rolling out of the final corner here and across the line. Phil, we just did, and you can see him still limping here, and will actually here make it to the line.
Yeah, he got there.
He just got there, J-Man.
Yeah, he did. He did
Kenny Simpson in fifth. Well, that, you know, like, short field or not, damn, that just changed up really freaking quickly. So awesome stuff. Looks like Jacobs jumped out of the chat box and jumped into the freaking server, J-Man. So
he's a good man. He's a good man.
Nice to see. Good on you. You're a freaking legend. So Steve Wilton, drive through, J-Man. What happens with that as he rolls in to the next race? Kenny Simpson done. Joe Grimmer rolling around. I did notice actually at the start of the formation lap, Grimmer did. I think he's been influenced by Phil's antics, and we did see Grimmer
Speaking of Phils, I'm just going to take an opportunity here, Dave.
Phil and Phil. Who we got?
We got Phil Rnd-8 down on the box. You got us on comms, mate?
Yeah, mate, I got you.
Mate, it started with an epic move at turn 1 and you backed it up as well. Look, the only fault I could see, mate, is your pit crew might be halfway towards the North Pole going to see Santa Claus because they're a little bit slow, but the rest of it was perfection, mate. How was that?
Mate, there is going to be a full sacking of the entire pit crew for not standing where I stopped, but hey, we'll take it.
Not standing where I stopped. We love that.
Yeah, nice. Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's unexpected, but I'll take it. This thing is like driving a roller skate on a shopping trolley. So yeah, she's zesty out there, but so much fun.
Awesome, mate. Well, go well again. Let's see you going back to back this thing. Have a good quali, mate, and 50 points the grab there, and then another 100 on offer for first in this next one, mate. We got faith. Go for it.
Thanks, boys. Catch you on the next one.
All right, mate. Because Mav doesn't know what a fuel bowser looks like.
It's just a tight ass, J-Man.
Oh, yes.
Just didn't want to bump that extra litre or two in because it was going to click over $50, you know.
Look, that's what you get. It's a byproduct of driving so fast. You know, you need more fuel.
Oh, that's so cool. Hey, quick graphic change up there while the boys get set for race 2. That is the calendar. As you can clearly see with the date there, it is round 8, and we are at Indianapolis here tonight for the final round of this Asrnz 2025 Lightweight Cup here, ladies and gentlemen. And to be honest, the final official Asrnz League race here in 2025, the 10th year anniversary of J-Man. We have been on board right from the inception, maybe not broadcasting, that sort of came a little bit later, but yeah, look, I've been very much involved with Asrnz there. For the last 10 years, man, awesome stuff. Wrapping it up in 2025 with the Lightweight Cup is an interesting concept, and it has proven to be look, pretty challenging for some of the boys. It's just like taking all the different classes of cars in ACC and just cutting 40 kgs out of every single one of them. So, yeah, it becomes like I think Rando was just saying, it's like racing a roller skate in the Porsche. So, awesome stuff. We have one more race, J-Man. Before we wrap this thing up, we will get another quick look at the points. As you can see there, Phil on top. But after the last race, that could have changed somewhat. I'm not sure where Nev came. I think he came in 4th or 3rd or something. So, so Nev, not that far behind in... 2nd position, Steve Melling, Lee Perkins not here tonight, Kenny Simpson, Shane Flanagan not here tonight, Phil Rando is, and there's a whole bunch of other guys that aren't here tonight to take the points grab and the bragging rights for the final race of 2025. Too fucking bad for them because this is freaking awesome. And yeah, very proud and happy to be a massive part of this MatchFit Entertainment, always with huge support for Asrnz. If not, some of the drivers are not. So, I don't even know whether J-Man's here. I haven't let him get a fucking word in edgeways. But here we are, clock winding down. Let's hope his mic's still working. Let me get a little bit more vision because I think we're going to do another qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Just stand by. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Where are we at? We have what do we got? We have vision. We've got pit lane vision, as the boys all have a cup of tea or a martini or whatever they're doing in the background here, stressing, changing setups. Bad idea, guys. Just focus, just chillax, and just get into the right vibe here. We're going to roll into this final race very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Look, quickly, we've got about 45 seconds. I'm going to thank all... Oh, well, we've got way more time than that. But thank all you freaking legends, MatchFit supporters at Asrnz alike, who hit us up in the chat box every week. Tune in every week to, you know, cheer these guys on when work commitments don't allow you to be behind the wheel of a sim rig and can only watch on. So yeah, look, all of you guys, legends, for tuning in, supporting not only Asrnz but MATCHFIT Entertainment as well. Freaking legends, the whole bunch of yous. And we've given away a whole bunch of shit this year on 2025. Whole bunch of shirts. We're going to give away some more, actually. There's going to be a couple more shirts given away before the end of the year. And we got a new merch run coming out early 26. So line up for that, guys. Some minor adjustments, but yeah, new merch run. We had to stock up some sizes, to be honest. Jesus, we ordered badly. We've run out of a few sizes, but we'll be back. 2026. We want you guys on board. We're going to give more stuff away. That's the theme. Anyway, let these boys go out for a qualifier. I'm going to have just top up my bevy, and we'll be back as the first indicative times for qualifying come across the line. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well, J-Man's back. He can entertain you for a while. Here you go.
What did I miss? You didn't go on your unpaid break.
I'm not in the union, bro.
Right. You got to join up, I tell you.
Okay. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, J-Man, for the next 5 minutes.
It'd be great if I had camera control, but anyway, I'm sure Davo has had you entertained or not. I'm not sure whether he was here or he wasn't, but yeah, Q2. Look out, who have we got going out? Once again, we do have the 11 car Phil Rnd-8, fresh off the back of a race 1 victory in the sprint race, and he'll be looking to see if he can duplicate that, because that was a heck of a performance. He really did a good job defending Phil Antoon right the way up to the pit stops, and yeah, looked like his pit stops maybe took an early break. They weren't part of it. Well, they were part of the union maybe, but anyway, so Rando out there. Second car out on track would be none other than Jacob Wadsworth joining us. So that's cool that he's come in for the 40-minute feature. And then following that car, we would have the 770. That'll be Nev Shields looking for a big performance. Did get a good result in the end, did Nev? Jagged himself a podium.
Just out the hallway there. Having a bit of a spray at the union guy. Just quietly. Anyway, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen. J-Man. MatchFit friggin' legends. Asrnz supporters alike. Welcome everybody. Final race. Official Asrnz event and race for 2025, the 10th year celebratory year for Asrnz, and most definitely a group to be applauded. Super clean racing, always mixing stuff up, not always the biggest fields out in the friggin' internet landscape when it comes to sim racing, but by damn it, they make up for it in the quality of racing. J-Man, we are super proud again to be involved. I'm on repeat at the moment as the boys go through qualifying. About halfway through, where are we at? J-Man, talk numbers. Give me numbers. Give me numbers.
Just looking at Rando's looking good at the moment. This lap's been pretty damn tidy as he heads down to what'll be turn 8, 9 and 10 through this complex at the back end of the lap here. And just got to negotiate this right-hander and then get on the loud pedal, try and get the nose in and just stay on the gas as hard and as long as possible just to carry the momentum. And there was no lift at all coming out of there, full commitment. And then
it's such a dicky little right-hander there, J-Man, that they've got to drop into there off the back of the...
Yeah, sorry, that was 5, 6, 7. Now he's coming out of 13 now.
Final corner, J-Man, and out across the start-finish line. What does it look like? Yes.
38.6. It's a good lap. Definitely a good lap. We know Maverick qualified with a 38.1 in Q1, but that is a good lap. That's going to see him somewhere up near the pointy end. I did mention that I think the second car out was, I think, Dev Shields. He'll be about to come across, and he goes a 39.9. Next one that we should see probably come through will be Ken Simpson in the 68 car. What's he got? Kenny, relatively quiet tonight.
Yes, and always a gentleman, as we always mention. So, yeah, it sneaks one at 40.1. Melling, I think, is it the next car? Maybe.
Yep,
maybe.
Melling, then Wilton.
It's Wilton. It might be Wilton, actually.
No, Melling first, and then Wilton.
It is Melling. Okay, so the 713 car of Melling. Sneaking across the line, and bam.
P2.
P2, nice work. Wilton.
Goes P2.
Whoa, freaking whoa. The temp driver, Steve-O, come on, up your game, bro. Even Dave from Bunnings is just going. He's just looking across at you. He's just looking across at Steve-O. Going, Steve-O, up your game, brother.
Okay, so N2 goes 3/10 better.
Even with another extra 3 litres in the car of fuel, the tight ass, he's gone a little bit quicker. So nice work from Antoon as well. J-Man, awesome. Yes.
Do you reckon it was the double burnouts at the start of that one? He just didn't calculate.
didn't calculate the fuel. I don't know. How do you do that even? You know, I mean, I suppose you got to. It's all in the testing, isn't it? You know, like he's just got to test that shit out. But yes, look, thanks, Warren, aka Wally Baker, for tuning in, and appreciate your support as always. It is always a pleasure chatting with you, my friend. I actually prefer it when you're on track. It's way more entertaining. But, either way, you're a freaking legend. So nice work. J-Man, points are up on screen at the moment as the boys just get these cars set on grid here for the final race, Indianapolis, round 8 in the Asrnz 10-year anniversary 2025 Lightweight Cup. Something new here at Asrnz, and it's gone off a treat. Not the biggest numbers, but man, these guys have been putting on a show. Awesome stuff to be involved once again. MATCHFIT Entertainment, Davo here, J-Man, all right by my side as always. Who's your money on? Take Antoon out of the equation. Who's going to come second and further down?
Look, I think Rando showed that he had great race pace, but we've got a tyre battle coming on to this one. We've got pit stops once again. But yeah, look, I think Antoon will be pretty focused on this one. He won't make the same mistake twice.
Nah.
So I think it's going to come down to, no disrespect to Steve Wilton, but he's just, it's Dave from Bunnings.
It's Dave from Bunnings.
He's probably going to pull over and let Steve-O through.
He's still got his little,
Yeah.
His,
Yeah, I might just add though.
Suit on. What do they call it? I don't know what it is.
His driving's better than his golf at the moment, so he's doing a good job.
Oh, did you hear that one? Farmer, that's a direct dig right there. J-Man wants the jacket back.
No, J-Man's got the jacket.
Oh, J-Man's got the jacket
for coming up 3 weeks, mate. The boys got nothing at the moment.
They got nothing. Okay, enough of this malarkey. We've got about 10 seconds to roll through before these guys live. Just a quick shout out, Jacob Wadsworth, long time chatter and participant in our MATCHFIT chat box. Now, driver, he's just jumped in the freaking car.
Here's Phil.
Here we go. Has he got it?
It's pretty good. Look, it's a recovery donut. I'm going to give it a solid 9.3 based on the fact that it was a good flick spin. He actually entered with a bit of pace. I think you get a replay on that and just
yes, I can. I will absolutely get a replay on that because sorry, we had the bloody calendar on. How boring is that?
So I'm going 9.3.
So, but look, we're gonna put the two scores together. Like, I don't know, Phil. Still up your game. 9.3. Here we go. Replay. While the boys roll around for their formation lap, J-Man. Here in the US of A, Indianapolis, ladies and gentlemen, for the final round. And there you go, live on the internet. Phil and Toon flicking the yellow Porsche around. Just look at the rest of it. Nobody's impressed. But me.
But I still haven't seen it. What's going on with the internet? Why are they taking?
Come on, you need a better internet connection, J-Man. Seriously, come.
What?
No,
come on down here. I don't even think you
two
can say
tin cans and a piece of string,
live on
isn't
that
it?
Side,
yeah.
I think your internet is.
Okay. Point taken. I can't argue with that. Can't argue whatsoever as the boys start to roll around for their official formation lap here. Final round, final race. Asrnz 2020.
Phil Antone is all over the shop here. He's in the grass and mate, I will start deducting points off of that score. Wally, I know how much you've had to drink tonight. I don't reckon that your score, you're probably seeing double anyway, mate.
Quite possibly. You and him both, I think, personally. I wouldn't have been
Antone, halfway in the pit lane.
Okay, let's get serious here. Ladies and gentlemen, as we see Rando and Antone on the first row of the grid, these guys are mucking around a little bit. There's not a big grid here, and these boys are just making a bit of a night of it. So, awesome stuff. We are going to go full freaking contact any second now, so these guys will have to sharpen up their act. We're going to get on the helicam. Antone, Rando. No surprise, I think Antone will get a fairly good jump here.
Yeah, Rando got the start in race one.
Pretty even, pretty bloody even, but into the and interesting to see what goes on there. Neville Shields with Kenny Simpson just tucked in behind. Simpson staying way out of that. Shields wants to get involved, but he's got Wilton.
Melling with the good pass.
Yeah, well, Wilton's just there. Bloody Shieldsy wants to get involved with Steve-O. Steve-O's just like, oh, and Wilton's just like nearly tagged the back of Steve-O. And just snuck. Oh, man, that was close. That was so close. So lucky for Steve Melling, he wouldn't have seen that coming. Nev Shields, he would have seen all that unfolding in front of him. I think Shields, again, like I said in race 1, no disrespect to Steve, but I reckon Shields, he's got more pace. I think Melling is a more consistent driver, so it'll be interesting to see how those boys go. Rando trying to keep up with Antoon. Up the pointy end at the moment. This is lap 1. J-Man just calling. Wilton in the fence, in the ground. Not ideal. Kenny Simpson currently sitting in 5th position behind Nev Shields. And here are the boys rolling down this little dicky little back straight here. And then into this final complex of corners. Across the line. First lap. J-Man, this is a 40-minute race.
Yeah, it is, and Wadsworth up a couple now. He's up to P6, so obviously dispatched Farmer pretty easily, but past Uncle Joe as well. So got sights on Kenny Simpson. Here's Jacob, but Melling is starting to put some serious heat on Rando. Rando with a bit of a mistake into turn 1, just really crushed the margin there. Now Melling on full attack mode. He needs to. He's got Nev Shields tucked in behind him.
Yeah, look, Melling definitely can't let up because Shields, right? So if Rando makes a little bit of a faux pas in front of him, he is really going to make the move on him. Shields will be all over it if Melling doesn't. So definitely
super tidy, these three. 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Really tidy. Linus down at the moment. Just watched them come off of the turn 7 there, and they were just super straight. And these things, not easy to get this power down.
No.
Obviously, traction control left the chat some time ago, and these guys.
I don't even think it entered the chat, Jamie, to be honest.
No.
But yeah, no, you're right. It is a bit tricky to get these things sorted out. They do have 40 kg sliced off to the weight of the car as well, mind you. So they're a little bit light. They're a little bit slippery. There's a fair chunk of aero there, but not a lot of rubber. J-Man, we've been doing...
Look at the run here from Shields.
Look, this is awesome. Oh, Melling just literally held his line there. Did not alter it whatsoever.
Shields going big under brakes here. Kind of got the run, didn't he? Melling going to take the high line.
Again, unfazed. Unbelievably, it was unfazed on the exit. It's making Shields do all the work here. Like, literally not... He's not blocking him, but he's not giving him anything either, J-Man.
No.
So Shields really had to work for that pass there. What, 5 corners? Plus, plus the run down the straight there. So
good pass. Good pass. Good
pass.
Between those two
definitely.
So that's Shieldsy back into a podium. Now the chase, the 1.8 second deficit back up to Rando. And Wadsworth making good inroads into Ken Simpson in the background as well. So that's a battle that's forming. Like to see that. And also Wilton starting to tag on to the back of Uncle Joe after that unfortunate expedition there earlier on.
So Wilton licking his wounds and getting back on. Clearly got more posts than...
Oh, Shields with a moment. Steve Melling with a moment. Both of them getting really loose down there at what would be, I think, 10-11.
We're going to try and pick up a replay of that, J-Man. Camera guy whispering in my ear at the moment going, Union Protocol, Davo. You know, I'm like, what? Anyway, here we go, replay. We finally got it in the system, and there it is. Yes, the slightest of mistakes from Shields there. It almost looked like Melling followed him in a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Initially, and we know as sim racers ourselves, it's so easy to do. to just follow the other driver in there a little bit. So, awesome stuff. Melling, Shields, that is where the fight is at the moment. J-Man. Wilton still pushing. Just after sneaking past Grimmer, he's got a long way to go before he gets to Wadsworth there as well. Jacob kindly jumping in. I think Jacob up for bloody surgery soon. I think that was Jacob that was talking about that.
Yep.
Yeah. So what a freaking legend, J-Man, jumping in.
Yeah, 100%.
Making up some numbers there. So awesome stuff. Always appreciate your support, Jacob, and all the rest of you friggin' legends out there that get behind us. Not only MATCHFIT Entertainment, but Asrnz as well.
Wadsworth, 0.8, 0.9. He is starting to make some good inroads into Ken Simpson here.
Simpson. Yep.
Yeah.
I wasn't
we
actually
see
looking at
this
that.
massive break going down into one. This can be the difference here. You know, it's the biggest stop in the circuit, and we'll just see how close he is here.
I sort of wasn't really that the Wadsworth Simpson gap wasn't actually catching my eye. Is that one? That's not turn one. Is
Yeah,
it?
copy that. Yep.
It is two. But it was I think Wilton chasing down Wadsworth. But now you mention it, yes, Wadsworth all over the back of Simpson now. Simo just like see that. Even Jacob would be so close there at the back end of that last lap there. Kenny, just through a series of corners, he gets the right balance in the car, is able to pull away again. But then look, again, Jacob all over it.
Yeah, he's going to go to the outside here. What does Kenny do? He's got to cover the inside, but actually just pulls back in. And Nev Shields, Steve Melling closing this margin down to Phil Rando this lap, big time. So I called it at the start with 1.8, now 1.4. But it looked to be closing faster than that.
Yeah. Look, I sort of had a feeling Rando was overdriving the car right from the get-go, right from the green flag. So Antoon's driven away, and Rando tried to chase him. And
Phil's in this race, isn't he? Yeah.
So, g'day, Phil. Type up any time. But Melling was on him. You know, like Melling was on Rando when it wasn't going right. Since then, that has changed. So, awesome stuff.
Yeah. And look, there's one particular point where I feel Nev Shields has got a really, really nice line. It's a slightly later apex into turn 6.
Which is where is it? Here, there, next corner.
It's coming up here now. And he's a little bit wider than what Steve Melling's normally been on the entry, and it allows him to
pick up that throttle earlier.
Pick up the throttle a little bit earlier between the two. He was a little bit shallower that time than I have seen him probably all night, but I've just watched him, and when he was battling with Steve-O, he could just drive away there. It was just trying to channel the crystal ball down to Steve-O to just ask him to go a little bit later into sticks and square that up a little bit. Rob Peter to Papal reminds me of actually, it actually reminds me of turn 3-4 at Nürburgring, where you just rob the left-hander to give back to the right. It's kind of a little bit like that. Nev's doing it particularly well there, so I think look for turn 6 to be his strong suit, the drive off out of 6 and then 7, which gives you that big straight in the mid part of the sector, as we just see Phil Rando just pick up a piece of polystyrene. I'm not sure where that came from, but just knocked a piece of polystyrene off the track.
Yeah, so look, it's just those series of corners sometimes, isn't it, J-Man, which, you know, like either yourself, your driving style gels with, or the car you're driving, it just works, right? So, and we're seeing that with Shields, you know, like he's stringing his corners, but then he's deep there. He was way deep there, put him right deep in, not where he wanted to be. He really had to arrest that car to sort it out, but yeah, we're seeing those sequences of corners every now and then.
Here it comes again here now. It's this corner here. Hangs out a lot wider. Rando was in earlier.
But then it's the flip out, the right-hander here, really long, back out onto the main track here, right? See, and that's where the gain is. Like what he's set up back there makes him this gain here. And it's down here.
See it.
It's down here at the end. And again, he closes up. Rando runs a little bit wide.
Shields around.
Shields. And look, he can see Rando was wide. Picks up the throttle, leans on the loud pedal just a little bit too much. Whoa, man. Lucky to catch that up, actually, J-Man. That car could have gone round and cost him a hell of a lot more there, so...
Oh, dear.
No, J-Man.
Don't entertain it.
Don't go near.
Don't feed the gremlins after midnight, Davo.
He's been on the piss all afternoon. You know who we're talking about.
He's a beautiful man. However, you said the live chat was entertaining. I would have called it interesting. Steve Melling now starting to put some heat on Rando, so it's his turn.
Yep.
Can he start putting some pressure on Rando?
Yeah, so these guys, like changed positions, I think a couple of times already this race. Nev Shields and Steve Belling. So, like you said, it's Steve-O's time now. Shut up, Wally. It's Steve-O's time now. And look, to be honest, where's Rando's head at now? He knows he can't chase Antoon, right? So he's way too quick. He's just got to deal with the boys behind him.
Both of them left a couple of 11s out of
Jesus.
turn 7 there. It was impressive stuff. Rando's was probably
okay.
older, but
So where's their mindset now? Like, surely it's got to go back. It's got to go back to Shields. Shields is the one with the pace at the moment. And then they've really got to just push forward. Shields just in back a shot there every now and then. Clearly, so these guys really got to focus here. Because will Shields come back? We got over 25 minutes yet to a race for these guys here tonight. Pit stop included, mind you.
Yeah, there is.
And we saw that race 1.
6.5
Yep.
minutes that there might be some drivers out there wanting to split this one. However, it tends to get to the end of the night on a 3-tyre strategy for the race weekend that you don't see a lot of 50-50 stuff by way of the fact that they're either going to put on their best set of boots for the start and run it short home, or otherwise run it long, run it shorter, and then long home at the end.
Long home, yep.
And I think everyone's potentially at this point of time on their good set, because it's pretty competitive as well. It goes past Simpson, because Simpson has split this one. He is in the pit lane.
There you go. I wasn't going to go near with the running long. I don't know. I think it just was going to encourage some of our regular chat guys. But there you go. Simpson running the 50-50. Well, not quite even J-Man. Like he's definitely
5.5, 6 minutes short of that.
So he's definitely coming early. But these guys, very conscious of where they are with their tyre, and I think you called it well, J-Man. These guys are on some pretty good rubber at the moment. The pace is hot. This guy's working.
34 second stop for Kenny, so his pit crew need to tune up as well.
Yep. They'll probably still.
Both Rando and Mellings deep into
I saw them both. It was like they nearly matched each other's lines there.
Just trying to pick up. Oh, that was into 8. Yeah.
Last complex corners there.
Rando 39.4, 140.7.
Look at Shields. Look at Shields in the background there. He is.
39.7.
Shields is only 3.5 odd seconds back from that. It doesn't look much, and it's not much. The slightest of mistakes from either of these boys or both, and we've seen it already in the even in the last couple of laps where these guys have run a little deep, and they've done it together. It's like Melling, like we call, following Rando in a little bit. That's all it takes. Shields will be just seeing those deltas. He will be seeing those gaps, and he will chase that. That is Kenny Simpson's car, now out of position because the man has pit stopped. So,
yep.
That number
Speaking
43
of gaps, Phil Antoon is absolutely flying at the moment. I just watched him do a lap.
Oh, that's right. We got
38.3. That's a qualifying lap in race pace, and last lap round 39.0. The man is absolutely ragging this thing at the moment.
Maybe he hasn't got enough fuel in it. No.
Wow.
That's why it's so quick. No, awesome stuff. But yes, there is another man in this race, and it is Phil Antoon in that bright yellow Porsche, doing an awesome job. Giga Racing, I think, plastered down the side of that car. I don't know why. I just happen to have that skin in my game, but it just comes in my computer. But we get a full Giga Racing, little bit of a livery there on the stream there, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of an Easter egg for everyone on what is a fairly default skin stream. So awesome stuff. I might even see a MATCHFIT entertainment sticker down the side of that car. Awesome.
This is a good battle between Melling and Rando.
It is
absolutely on.
And it's ramping up. Like Melling missed a consistency. And we saw the Neville Shields pass earlier. Like Melling gave him
really wide.
Melling gave him nothing and made him work for the pass. He just literally just kept the car online, gave him a little bit of space where required, and just carried on. Hardly a blip on his lap time. He comes up behind Rando. I think the Melling just races that same. He's just got that same mentality, hasn't he? He just doesn't really adjust too much behind Rando, but he's put the pressure on Rando. Rando's finding himself offline everywhere at the moment, and which gives Melling that chance. J-Man, how do you think this is going to unfold here?
Well, I'm still saying Nev Shields is going to be involved in this post-pit
very
stop.
quickly. Again,
Rando runs deep again at turn 1. Stevo clips the inside curb, makes a beautiful apex.
Is Rando on the cut tyre? Is he on the shit tyre?
He goes the undercut from Steve Melling.
Oh, there you go. He's in. He's in.
You know, we often talk about the jack time, the overall time in the pit lane. We often don't talk about the in-lap and the out-lap, but that was
perfect.
Very, very good in-lap from Stevo. He was pressing hard. He was right up behind Rando. He knows if he goes 32 seconds here, he's half a chance to do the undercut. This is why he's doing it. It'll be that combined with the fact that he's on a tyre strategy, and this is playing right into where he needs to be. And I think positional wise, I think Stevo's a half a chance here for a good solid second position.
So we will stay on Melling in the pits, J-Man. That is most definitely where the fight is. We just see Wilton in the pits. I think that's Joe Grimmer, actually, just car behind Steve Melling as well. Awesome work, Joe. Oh, Joe always... Joe, no disrespect, always at the back of the pack, always supporting, always here, every freaking week. So
32 second stop for Steve Melling. Yeah, well done, Joe.
The man needs a freaking huge shout out from everyone. I think we've already sent him shirts and stuff. I'm not sure. We sent him stuff. We have sent him stuff. Melling, 32 seconds, J-Man, and that is the number, isn't it?
It is. It is a big number. It's bigger
That's
than
the one
3.5 seconds.
That's the one they need to hit.
So Melling coming out the lane, Wilton coming out the lane also. What was Wilton's stop, by the way? We'll just get a look at that. He was a 32 as well, so
these guys hitting the mark, eh?
Does Rando react? No, he does not. He stays out. He's going to bank some clean laps.
Okay, but this puts them really close, actually. So we'll
Shields
just go. So we can just see Steve Melling. We'll click on Rando. Sorry, don't just. Sorry, that might have been come across as an insult.
Nando's.
Rando here, down the start-finish straight, and not that too far behind Steven. So, the trundle time with the pit stop is actually quite a hefty.
25.
Yeah, it's quite a hefty time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a minute 25 to do it, so it's a long pit lane.
Yeah.
Oh, Rando, really wide again. I wonder if he's opting for that line in there now.
Yeah, but it looks like, we're just going to pick it up on the replay here, J-Man. It looked like he got caught out there and just out of the marbles a little bit. Really did catch him off guard there, eh? That's way too deep. That is not intentional. There's no way. Shieldsy in there. What was he stopped? Sorry, J-Man?
32, same as Steve-O's. Wadsworth.
Okay, so solid.
But watch this one here. Where is Steve Melling? Okay, he's coming out the final turn. Where is Shieldsy? He's coming down pit lane. So Melling's going to comfortably grab Shieldsy here. Rightfully so. He was a couple of seconds up the road from him when they came in. Shieldsy on the gas. Here comes Melling down under brakes. Actually, it's going to be a lot tighter than I thought. They're going to go side by side.
Here we go. Look at this.
Oh, Shields going to put the challenge
on.
Oh,
it's on.
Evo.
It's on.
It is on. Drive-through penalty.
Who's that, 45?
It's Wadsworth got to cop the drive-through.
Oh, no.
But meanwhile, Melling battling Nev Shields. It is on, and he clears him. This is big. And Rando in the lane now.
Oh, now it's on. Here we go. This is...
I reckon we're going to have a three-way on pit exit here. 3 into 1 will not work.
Oh, Melling, again, totally unfazed there, J-Man. I mean, look, looking at it from up here and watching him, he just looked cool as a cucumber. I'm sure he is friggin' sweating bullets and concentrating like a motherfucker. Looks so cool on track. Came out side by side with Shields. Just dealt with it. Just made it work. Yep. No muck around. Where's Rando's stop time, J-Man? Still on the jacks.
32 seconds, mate.
There it is.
So
oh, here we go. Here we go.
It is going to be game on here, mate. He's trundling out the lane. It is going to be big time battle on into turn. Well, it's effectively probably going to be turn 2 because he comes out between 1 and 2 out of the lane.
Shields it a little bit wide. Shields it a little bit wide on the second to last corner there. Might have upset the balance there. Here we go. Rando. Hits the control line. There's Melling. But it's got this dicky little exit here.
Here we go.
Here it is.
He's gonna do it again. Oh, Rando just clears the nose.
Oh.
Beautiful
and
stuff.
Shields.
Picture perfect. He needed to react. Look at Steve Melling here. Dives to the inside. Here's a go.
Oh, forces the issue straight away. There you go. There you go.
That's up the race pace.
Wow. Very nice work. Oh, and Shields just goes, yeah, I'm coming with Steve-O. Wait for me. Oh, we got contact in the background. Rando. No. No. Shields at Rando here. Shields just picking up on the replay there. Little hop off the curb there, motor. Unweighted the car. Just put him in an awkward position there. Tags the side of Rando. Rando round. Oh. J-Man. Whew.
Antoon in the pit lane. And he went 34 seconds, so his pit crew, it's a little bit snaggy there, but he'll be okay. He had about...
You think he can wait a couple of seconds?
Yeah. he had a good margin. Yep. Yeah, as he comes out the lane now, fully on the gas, Melling has just come out of the final turn with Shieldsy in tow. And Rando a fair way off the back of this now.
Yeah, that's a shame. That little battle just with just the slightest of contacts fell apart, didn't it, J-Man? We were actually looking forward to that. 14 minutes yet to run in here. This is not over. Just the pace of Shields and Rando. Melling, I don't think could just breathe a sigh of relief yet. I think Melling really needs to focus on his lap times here because these boys will come for him.
I really hope that, well, not for Rando's sake, but for Antoon, Melling and Shields that they finish in these positions, because I can tell you now, just in a slightly different order, you can look at the top 3 in the championship right now. Antoon has basically got one handle on the trophy from this one. Steve Melling, we already said he'd pretty much cemented 3rd position in this lightweight cup title chase, and Nev Shields, I think, is still, based on this performance tonight, he managed to grab a podium in race 1. He's looking for another one in race 2. That this will be the overall. So how fitting it will be to have a chat to these 3 boys at the end of this one in just under a quarter of an hour. So cool stuff. But yeah, 15-second margin. Antoon really just showing all of us and the rest of the field about really how good he is when he wants to go out there and lay down a performance. But 2.5 seconds the margin now. Steve Melling over Nev Shields. And look, I'd be willing to put money that doesn't stay like that.
I don't think it's going to. Rando back a little bit further, and you can see him in the back of shot there, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Shields with some genuine pace tonight. Just a few unforced errors. Really doesn't done his pace any justice, I think, J-Man. So like, I think he likes. It's funny, Shieldsy needs that carrot in front of him, like, and at the moment, that is Steve Melling, and I think he really chases that well.
And
Rando even struggled leading, as we saw a couple of times, just running deep, Melling chasing him in. It's just crazy. It's a weird phenomena, you know, where leading compared to chasing really does change your attitude behind the wheel, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And a fitting battle too, the Shields Melling battle. These guys both, I think, put probably equally the most amount of energy off track during the week into the series. You know, the car setups, obviously Steve Melling, you know, probably heavily assisted with Nev Shields, obviously doing a lot of practice together. So it's a fitting battle that it plays out like this. And these guys have spent a lot of time on track this season together, and you know, on and off the broadcast. So oh, Wally. .1 is the gap between second and third at the moment. Obviously that 10-second after that whoopsie there with Shields and Rando. Wilton's just holding that 4.4, 4.5, 5 odd seconds behind Rando now. So Wilton with a good recovery after just having a little bit of a chat with the fence earlier on in the piece. Simpson, Wadsworth, and then Uncle Joe, I think, decided to park this and maybe have a bit of a red wine and just reflect on what's been a pretty cool year.
Yeah, well, I think I'm sort of just pouring mine now, to be honest, with a little over 10 minutes to go. So I'm just getting prepped. Yeah, definitely an interesting wind up to the end of the year, and no surprise, Grimmer in the pits and pouring himself a red. I would be doing that as well. Joe, tune in to the stream while you're sitting there in the car, pull the iPad out and get amongst it. Awesome stuff.
Just have a look over the rear wing on the wing shot of Steve Melling's car at the moment there, Davo and viewers, and just watch the closing speeds under brakes. And then obviously it's the rubber band effect of a racetrack and these things. And you'll see here on the front straight, it looks to stretch out. And then when they come down into one, you watch the 770 Porsche close up under brakes here. Never a bit of a demon on the brakes. You just see the margin close down. Yep. Obviously, Steve-O gets the luxury of being further up the road to pick up the loud pedal a little earlier, and we'll see that plateau back out again. But it is 1.9 as we watch to 2 seconds. So,
and look, I said it like way back when Shields, I say way back, 3 or 4 laps ago, when Shieldsy and Rando came in contact. It's still not over. I think Melling really does need to focus. And you're talking about the rubber banding. We're looking over the rear wing of Melling's car at the moment, but Shields still looks like he has pace on Melling, and we're only just under 10 minutes to run. Melling cannot relax. Melling can't relax.
I can tell you on paper, it's a 39.0 last lap for Steve-O, and it's a 38.847 for Nev Shields. So it's the smallest net gain for Shields, and you can see that on the totem. They had been separated by about 2.2. It currently sits at 1.7. So there's these micro gains here at the moment from Shields here.
Yeah.
Look, it's going to require...
Shields only 1.5 out.
Yeah, it's still going to require one of his season's best drives to do this, because we've seen, you called it, Steve-O is really unfazed at the moment in his racecraft. With when somebody puts a move on, Steve-O's just going to back himself, hold his line.
He does.
And make them do all the work. We saw it with Rando.
We saw it with Nev as well.
Nev Shields, you know, so Nev's got the luxury of having put a pass on.
Well, he probably, if nothing else, knows where Steve-O's weaknesses are, because he's had a crack at him already tonight and made it work. But look, this gap isn't getting any wider. If anything, it's getting closer. We're nearly down to a 1 second margin between Melling and Nev Shields. 8 minutes to run. This will come down to the wire, and this is championship point stuff, isn't it, for these boys?
Yep, so here we go, another big break zone. I like the short shift there from Steve-O. That's very, it sends a calmness about the way he's attacking the lap at the moment. He just came in there, went right down the gearbox, used the engine to help slow the car, and then just as he made the apex on the other side, he short shifted back to third gear and just fed all that torque on and just drove out of there nicely. So it just stretched from 1.4 to 1.8. It was just a nice little passage on the racetrack there. He looks really comfortable.
He does. It just takes that agitation out of the acceleration or the exit speed of these cars. You know, like if you're still down a gear, the revs are up, it's torquey and it's twitchy and it's a bit highly strung. And Steve-O comfortable, like I said, he's dropping it down maybe the extra gear to pull the thing up. But he's quite happy just to shift it up.
Oh, Shieldsy T.
Very deep.
Manages to pull it off.
He did pull that off nicely. We're in car with Shields at the moment, and we can see that clearly. But yeah, like you said, J-Man has the mindset where he's just like, okay, I've got the thing stopped. Just get it back up a gear and just drive it out of the corner. The car has the torque, and he trusts it. So nice work. Shields pushing hard, J-Man, to catch Melling. We had it down to like 1 second at the end of the last lap. And again, like, oh shit, it's run out to 1.3 throughout this lap we're currently in, but now again down to 1 second. It's towards the end of the lap, and even with the mistakes from Shields,
watch the margin here, because that's where Steve-O once again just short shifting to. He was all about the run out of there. He wasn't worried about what was happening in the middle. It was all about the fact that there's a massive throttle percentage coming out of there, and you're on the throttle for a long time.
Mate, Shields, again pushes way too hard. Trying to get, like, all of the gains he's making, he's still trying to make a little bit more in that braking area, and that's not the place to do it, J-Man.
No, it's not. And I mean, you know, Shields is the hunter. He's the guy that already, even at this point, has got to do all the work. Just under 5.5 minutes to go. Margin's gone back out to 2.5. We know he's got the pace to close it, but it's just it's all about mitigating those little mistakes. You know, take the gains when you got them, and then, you know, play safe where you need to. But, you know, he's definitely got an advantage at times under brakes. I think Steve-O's got an advantage on corner exit. He's just driving the car off really gently and square. But Nev's just, you can see once again, he's just...
I think
really...
Melling thinks the car's going to freaking kill him, right? Every time he puts a foot on the throttle. So he drives it totally different. He's got a totally different attitude about the car. Not a Porsche guy. We know that, J-Man. You and me both. And you know, and he openly said, you know, Indianapolis in the Porsche is probably one of the biggest driving challenges he's had. So it looks like he's just treating it with respect. He still shows the pace. We got cameras on Rando there, not treating it with respect. Big bunch of black lines as he comes out of the right hander there. Yeah, just totally different mindset by the looks of it, J-Man, between the drivers at the moment.
Yeah, and different mindset as Phil is just, you know, I keep alluding back to the guy leading this race. He is just
another level.
Last lap round was a 38.2. He banked a 37.7. That's faster than quali. That's faster than quali. But yeah, as the fuel's burnt off and he's become comfortable with this circuit and this car, he has just, you know, and just got to pay a little bit of credit to the guy because
for sure.
You know, he's not getting a lot of TV time, but
we'll give him some. We'll give him some, J-Man. While you talk to him,
he's making up in lap time. I can tell you that he has absolutely got this thing on the hook at the moment.
Yeah, look, and talk him up all you like, J-Man, and definitely well worth it. Freaking legend, and all-round good bloke. We love Phil. Actually, we love him in the comments box as well. Cause he's
sorry, Phil. Back to Shields. He's now
pretty cool stuff. J-Man's doing the editing tonight. Phil, sorry, bro. We're back to Shieldsy. Back to Shieldsy.
I paid him some homage.
No, it's okay. You're cool, Shieldsy. Shieldy's on now. Go on. Shieldsy is on, and he is on. It's half a second, J-Man, and it is on with 100%. Melling.
I say there was a mistake there from Melling because it was 2.5, and
it had to be.
I looked down and it went to 0.6, and I was just like, he's had a moment.
Surely. And
again, the lap time won't lie when we get there.
That's one of the corners that Shields runs deep on. The other one is T1. So it's really hard right-hand turns off the main circuit here at Indianapolis. Very tricky. Surface change and camber change for these cars.
Yeah, 39.3 for Steve-O, 38.6 for Nev Shields. That was the difference there. That was part of the difference for sure. And look at Shields under brakes into one now.
Oh, geez, he keeps it in check that time, doesn't he? He looks like he chased Steve-O in. Steve-O even looked like he pinched the rears a little bit of attitude from the car. Looked like it rotated nicely into there. Almost a little defensive. Almost defensive from Steve Mellon.
Yeah, this is the penultimate lap. There is one more after this, and then should be done. So Steve-O effectively got to hang on for a lap and a half here if he wants to take this. And he drove the car off quite shallow that time. Nev grabbed a lot more racetrack there looking for some momentum, and you see that by way of the delta just slipping down a little bit. Steve-O big under brakes there.
This is good.
Very good through this section of the race actually is Steve Melling. He seems to have a handle on that. But Nev with a slightly wider entry will probably pay dividends when they get down to turn one because he'll be on the throttle just that little bit longer.
Shields, I don't know, he just lost a bit of pace out. Tries again to make it up in this corner. Leader on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the call there over the comm.
Yeah, 20 seconds up the road.
Oh, maybe it didn't. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Anyway, there you go. I'm telling you.
I heard you. So here we go. We know Antoon is basically on a parade lap now, although he'll go for a big number because he's out there entertaining himself. But Nev Shields, what can he do about this golf-inspired livery Porsche here of Steve Melling? The famous 713. I've seen that number on his race car for a long, long time.
Forever. I can't remember Steve-O without a 713 on the car, so...
Hey, Josh, good to see you tuning in, mate. But, yeah, this is going to come down to it. What does he got? I think Steve-O's got enough in the tank here, mate.
I think he does. And driven a stellar race to get where he is. Look, we called it. Look, you guys can see it. Very short field of cars. But there is a championship battle going on, and particularly between these two here, or the top three at the moment. So, yeah, still stellar racing. Melling with a very awkward little flip-flop there. Little change of direction
around the
there.
final corner, Davo.
So, and we will see Antoon run across the line. No surprise to take the win, ladies and gentlemen. So, well done, Phil Antoon. Couple of quick donuts from Phil. Awesome. Hopefully he gets that thing off the track before the rest of the boys need to come around and celebrate themselves. Steve Melling, well done, as bloody Nev Shields, J-Man. Shieldsy should have been in front then. I think his performance tonight. Some unforced errors really let Shields down there. Unfortunate. Rando coming across the line for the final race of the season. Fourth, Steve Wilton, not too far behind. In fifth position, we got Kenny Simpson in the number 68 car. As always, number 68, Kenny Simpson, rolling around on the final lap for sixth position. Jacob Wadsworth joining in. He's seen it. He's seen it come up on these live feed. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to like, subscribe, and hit your notification. Jacob got the notification, went, holy crap, I'm missing out on something. Jumps in the car for race 2. There you go. That's a lesson for everyone. J-Man, but yeah, Jacob rounding out the 7th. I think Joe went for a red wine, which is okay too. We do condone responsible drinking here at MATCHFIT Entertainment. Okay, J-Man, you have the rest of the stream, right? Okay, brother. So you have all the interviews and...
Oh, dude, yes.
Everything.
Right. Okay, boys, have we got you on comm?
He's trying to shut
guys.
me up, Steve-O. Sorry, I just got to say it.
Pumped up about that. Davo, take a back seat for a minute.
Okay, I'll go.
All right, boys, well done, Mav. Congratulations on the race victory in the feature. And look, this is a double header. This is quite fitting because I have grabbed the podium from the feature main in the final round of the Lightweight Cup Series, and I've also grabbed what is effectively the finishing positions, the podium for the championship. So big congratulations to Phil Antoon on the title. Nev Shields, third in race tonight in the feature, but second in the championship, and Steve-O Melling gets third in the championship and second in the feature race. Boys, what a hell of a season, but more importantly, what a battle out there. Not so much for you, Mav, you're probably battling the clock, but Shieldsy, Melling, what was that like?
She was pretty intense, pretty slippery out there. It was. Steve-O had some good pace. I was trying to catch him. And then every time I get up behind him, I'd make a bit of a mistake and get set back again. But it was a good night. Good night.
Yeah,
Steve-O,
that was
you
so
falling in
intense.
love with the Porsche yet?
No,
not really.
I was thinking as I was driving. Damn, this is hard to drive.
I still hate this thing.
Man, I've got Porsche sweat all over me. I think you can bottle it and you can sell it. You know, it'll raise your testosterone, I think. just because it came from a Porsche. That was intense, man.
Yeah, that was awesome. And Mav, 37.7, I think, in race 2, was it? Somewhere around that number?
Something like that, yeah, I think so. It was,
Car got light.
yeah, I was just getting lighter, learning the track a bit better, where you can push a bit more. It's just bad fun in the Porsche. I don't know how anyone can't.
Love
like
it. Yeah, no,
Look, you'll get no argument of us, but we don't have to drive it. But no,
I love it.
yeah, we honestly thought that the Porsche, you guys saved the best till last from our perspective. They sound beautiful, they look amazing, and just little key things that we're picking up out on there tonight. Obviously, I think the tyre cooling episode on the formation lap, boys need to take a couple of pointers out of Mav's lines on the formation lap, because I reckon that was the catalyst for such a dominant victory.
Except
Yeah,
for when he wasted too much fuel on the first set of donuts and he couldn't finish the first race. So,
some
But,
of those first ones were shocking.
yeah, they were.
But no, I guess, yeah, that's the little things there. Nev, incredible under brakes. Steve-O, the use of the short shift at the middle chicane there in between, I want to say, maybe it was the 6, 7, 8 config. Oh, hang on, no, it would be the 5, 6, 7 configuration, leading you back out onto the straight to break down a thing, I think, and then also at the end of turn 8 when you do the next chicane. Just the little short shifts, I think, were doing you wonders, and I think Nev was probably getting frustrated every time he got behind you under brakes, and you just get that drive off, and I'm pretty sure it was unaided just doing that little short shift through the gearbox, second or third, was working real well for you. But hey, look, fantastic racing tonight, boys. We did get the right podium down here in the end, A for the race and B for the championship, so
Definitely.
well done, boys.
I appreciate it.
Thanks,
and,
guys.
thanks to
It was a
Nick.
great season.
Sorry. Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Go, Steve.
I'll just say thanks to Nev. He's actually a level above me, but he just brings the best out of me when I need to. You know, like he just raises the game and try and lift. So it's awesome to have him here, and also just the comms guys for being here every week, supporting us, and we love it. Thank you so much.
Try and keep us away, mate. It's a pretty easy Thursday night for us, mate, to sign up for, and yeah, no, fantastic season. I think you guys did a fantastic job, and always appreciate you as well, Mav, turning up. I know sometimes it can get a little lonely out there, but mate, that was a hell of a drive. The back end of the second stint of that race, I was just fixated a few times there on the lap times and just the sheer pace. You know, you often hear how hard these things to drive, but man, the amount of times we looked and a couple of 11s being left out of certain corners and still the lap time still delivered. So impressive stuff, mate, and we appreciate the support that you've given us. And also Asrnz, once again, 10th anniversary year. You guys are freaking amazing. It started as something pretty small, and it still goes on, and long may it last. And I know that look, I'll just shout out right now to the viewers, watch this space, because the Brains Trust are going to have some AC Evo going throughout the Christmas break. So if you think that's something that you'd like to be a part of, jump amongst it. These boys are going to get all over it. It's going to be good fun. A mixed bag of cars and tracks, I'm sure. So Steve-O, congratulations on that. And Nev, Mav, well done on a series and the night. Well done, boys.
Cheers, boys.
Guys.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks for the racing.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Thanks, mate.
Awesome.
Cheers, see you next time.
Dave-O, see you, Mav. Well done, bro. Well done, Nev. Freaks behind sim steering wheels. Unbelievable. Good stuff, Dave-O.
Yeah,
mate,
awesome.
I'll let you close the show, mate. I'm sure there's a few people you'd like to thank, and
well, I thought the union was going to hand it over to you, but okay, I'm more than happy to do it.
Job.
It's not a union job. We are going to thank, and obviously I'm going to thank you first, J-Man, for being the best wingman, as always, here tonight for the final round in Asrnz's 2025 Lightweight Cup and the final official race for Asrnz in their 10th anniversary year in 2025. So I'm not saying we're going away anywhere. Wait for 2026, J-Man. It's all going to happen, isn't it, my friend?
You're too right.
Awesome finish too, with an extremely short field of cars. Mind you, really a good little epic battle right to the end, which doesn't surprise us at all, because these boys, even with like a freaking four, I would stream this shit with 4 cars on the track, because these guys deliver every time. Awesome stuff. Asrnz 2025 Lightweight Cup done and dusted. 10th anniversary for Asrnz done and dusted. That is it officially for these boys until 2026. Just wait and see what comes next Thank you for all of the viewers, obviously, that have tuned in for Asrnz's and MatchFit Entertainment's streams over 2025. Obviously, your support for ASRNZ and MatchFit has been well noted. We have given away some stuff. We love you guys. We love you guys chatting in the box, hitting us up, and and we respond accordingly by giving you free shit sometimes. So happy days to that. We will be back in 2026 on board with ASRNZ. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned because it's going to be the bloody Davo and J-Man show again, isn't it? In a couple of months, my friend. If he hasn't left already, I'm not sure. Have you left? No, you're still here. But stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for what's coming next in 2026 with ASRNZ and MatchFit Entertainment. Are we giving away totally free likes at the moment, J-Man? Are you still there? Totally free likes. It's like no, there's no strings attached.
I gotta go.
No strings attached. Hit the like freaking button, ladies. See, he just fucked off on me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. If you're new to the channel, obviously hit your notifications, get amongst it, and stick around over the Christmas break. We got some stuff going on, actually. Just wait, we might have a giveaway or two just for MatchFit in the next couple of weeks. Christmas Day, even. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Thanks for joining us. See you in 2026. Happy New Year!